Hello everybody, I'm back. Well, partially, mostly, hopefully. It's been super stressful. Let me tell you why I have been summoned first and foremost, because there's been a lot of talk online, specifically about Coachella and about people who are performing there, Lisa and Jennie. Two members of the same group, but oh my god, so polarizing. And everybody online has an opinion and has their 2 cents to add in. So listen, here I am with just yet another opinion. So take it as it is. Let's talk. And a lot of people have been asking for my opinion. A lot of people want me to take a side. A lot of people want me to chime in. A lot of people want me to shit on someone. This is so typical. Like, people always come to me and want me to shit on someone. If I don't do that, they're like, oh, you're too weak. You're too nice and you are trying to compliment everyone. Anyways, I'm not here to shit on anybody, which is the positive part of this video. I feel like one performance over another, it's not even an opinion. It's more of a matter of a taste. So you either like it or you don't like it, because the entire performance ties so many elements together, right? You have dance, you have performance, you have acting, you have singing, you have outfit changes. Some people prefer massive productions. Some people like a little bit more intimacy. Some people want the singer to go at least through 3 to 4 outfits for it to be actually like slightly interesting. Some people want to have their singer solo. Some people want like 20 background dancers. It's really a matter of preference. And you can like it, your friends have to like it, another friend can like it, and another friend can say that it completely sucked. And you're still within one group and you should still be friends. I am not a dancer, so I cannot really speak on dancing, but at least partially we can talk a little bit about stamina, which is absolutely crucial on difficult stages like Coachella. Coachella is a hard stage. This is not a performer's dream when it comes to conditions. It's very hot and it's very dry and it really bites into your stamina. It takes it away very quickly. So if you struggle with stamina, you will have issues. I'm recently sucker for pastels, by the way, and I never thought that I can get highlighters that would be actually pastels. Look at them. You're so cute. We're gonna go with blue and purple today. Look at me being an aesthetic girly. You don't know me like that, huh? Let's start with something that everyone seems to forget. None of them are meant to be singers. Jennie and Lisa were rappers in Blackpink. They were not kind of put in a position of a singer. They probably were not kind of led to work on their vocals long term. So that was not their position. And that is the origin where they're coming from to their solo careers. To be very honest, I don't see a big difference between them. I don't see any big gap between their singing capabilities. They're not heavy vocalists, but they can hold decently under good conditions. And they have both kind of their little separate qualities that varies from one to another. Overall, almost on the same level. So what is the actual critical difference? Please don't mind my little trash cups. They are my absolutely favorite. I do not exchange them for nothing until the break. If we want to understand it slightly better, there are 2 main things. And the first one is suitability of the songs and the timing of the songs. And mainly it's suitability, because that timing can be changed. If we really want to talk about the timing, a music director can look at this and be like, oh, okay, for the next time, we're gonna have to shuffle it because this is not working, and we can make it better. We can make it more comfortable for the performer herself. But what you cannot change is the suitability of the songs. I think that's where most of the trashing of Lisa for her vocals coming from, because nobody has expected her to be suddenly some incredible vocalist that just pops on the stage and is gonna be like, after all these years of rapping, I have to tell you guys, I'm actually a reborn Whitney Houston. Nobody was expecting that. Everybody was expecting decent singing in correlation to the songs that she's gonna introduce. The problem is that she introduced pretty difficult songs. You've got difficult songs like Born Again or even Moonlit Floor. Those songs very often include kind of like ins and outs as a singer that you have to have with certain experience, with certain time experience, with certain time that you have behind with singing. These songs require being strong on all of the registers, having good supported chest, having nice and balanced mix, having developed head voice. Like, all of that comes together, and it needs to be tight, and it needs to be trained, and it needs to be confident. So when you put it into really difficult conditions out on the stage, or even more difficult stage like Coachella, the singer is gonna hold. So I think for Lisa, the biggest downfall are actually her songs. Even though personally I like them, I loved Born Again, but technically it's a very difficult song. And I don't want to see anyone in the comments being like, well, how is she supposed to grow if she's not challenging herself? Absolutely, you can challenge yourself as an artist. You grow through challenge, and you need to be kind of always pushing your own boundary. But then always, the greater the risk, the greater reaction there can be from people. And that's where I think most of the kind of the negative pushback against Lisa is coming from. I have to say, I watched the whole thing. She locked in a couple of spaces, more than I would expect to, because again, choreography, difficult conditions, difficult songs, not fitting her ideal range. There's another thing, like she has an ideal range, the songs not hitting the ideal range, not complementing her singing capabilities. And she's still locked in a couple of places and really cooled down, focused on her breathing, and delivered something really solid. So props to her. Props to her. On the other hand, we've got Jennie. And why I think that Jennie is not necessarily so heavily dragged from her vocals on her songs is because she really chose songs that are so fitting her range and her vocal strengths. I think she has a really good people to help her through it. Lisa also has people. The fact that when people think that they do all the executive decisions on all the artistic decisions, it's just unrealistic. Every singer, every artist work with the whole creative team. There's a music director, there's vocal coach, there are technicians, there's so much going on, and people are helping you to make the right decisions and just maintain a good trajectory for your career. And I don't know who Jennie striked to work with, but she's really working with the right people, specifically when it comes to them advising her on how to move around, applying what she knows about singing to the best use possible. Her songs are fitting her range. Her songs are really complementing her voice. They're emphasizing everything good and hiding everything that is lacking. So even though a lot of people are criticizing her stamina on the stage, that she gets really tired very easily and that it affects her performance and her singing, she was still capable to keep up with her songs. Even, and again, I'm not a dancer, even though she had issues with her stamina. So if she would choose some vocally a really crazy song, everyone would stand in the first row, be like, I'm ready to drag her the moment she makes the first flat tone. Like, I'm ready. Her songs are not overtly easy. She's not like barely singing. She has vocal moments, but they are so directed into her strengths that she can really like easily lock in, deliver, lock in, deliver. They were also very mindfully separated. So even though if she struggled a little bit with her breath, she had the time to recoup and deliver on the parts that she knew that people will be focusing on. While Lisa on the stage had to really almost fight with already pre-made impression of her, because everybody came there wanting to see if she's gonna sing live, if she's gonna have any flat tones. It was such a spotlight on every little vocal thing that she would do. So here is how realistically the choice of the song and the suitability of the song can influence so much, specifically even from like the people, the way the people will perceive your songs. Heavily. At the end of the day, girls are supportive of each other. They're really supportive of the careers that they have, which is what matters. I wish the best for both of them. Congratulations to both of them on a great Coachella performance. It's a big thing to perform at Coachella after you perform there with Blackpink as a soloist. So let's not forget about that. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you soon. Maybe not. I will try my best. I am not consistent, but I love you. I love you consistently. But I'm not consistent. I'm gonna see you. Bye-bye.